thought this. It was £7 pre-owned or £12 brand new. I thought, you know what? I got the money. It's £5. You know what? I'm not going to probably get anything else for £5 in this shop. I'll just get a brand new copy of it. And luckily it came with a code, and basically that is for 48 hours of 2 days worth of Xbox Live Gold, which nobody uses because everyone buys 3 months or 6 or 12 or whatever anyway. And also a code for a flashback map pack. And basically it's the 5 most popular maps voted by the Gears community from Gears of War 1. But you can play them on Gears of War 2. It was, I think it was 800 Microsoft points, but because it was a flashback map pack, and it's basically maps you've already played, but it's just going to be on a different game, most people use the codes to get it. But if you bought the game pre-owned, yeah. If you like, I think one of them was called Gridlock. I played that one's alright map-wise, because it was like, you start here and you start here, and then you go like that, and then there's like 2 rooms here. So that was pretty good for a bit of combat in that area. That was a decent map. I didn't get that many kills admittedly, but it was fun. So if you like, I can't remember the exact mode, but if you go on the Gears of War 2 part in the game marketplace on Xbox Live, because it's only on Xbox, you'll see, search for the map packs or whatever, and the flashback map pack will be like 400 to 800 points. It might go down in price, I don't know. I can guarantee that these 2 will be on sale a very much lot, probably about the week of before Gears of War 3's release, because anyone that hasn't played Gears of War 1 and 2 but they want to get free, I would recommend you get these before November, because otherwise if you just buy Gears 3, you don't know shit about the story, you're going to be lost. You'll be like, well, who is Marcus Phoenix? What's this about his dad going missing? Why is the human race in a complete nut of shit? Who are these people called the Locust? Why do they come out of the ground, you know? So you need to play the first 2 to understand the story. I'm looking forward to the story in Gears 3. It looks good, and it's hopefully going to wrap it up. I don't really want to see another Gears past 3. I think the multiplayer looks like the best in Gears 3. I'm not going to be very good at it, I admit, but there's going to be more modes. Team Deathmatch has finally made it. And I know I've ranted on it, and I've said it's not officially Team Deathmatch because you don't respawn the whole match. But I'm probably going to play it because there's a decent amount of respawns right there. So I might stand a chance of winning. Basically it's Warzone with 15 respawns per team, and basically it looks fun. Anux is back, so I'll probably be playing that quite a lot, you know, all of this really. So Gears of War 3 I will be getting, and basically I think my face might be upside down. I'm looking at the camera, it's probably, I think it's fucked up or something. Oh, there you go, right. Fixed it now. So Gears of War 2, the story continues. So now Gears of War 2, the flashback map pack is very good, but I would recommend you only get it for free because it's basically stuff you've already got in Gears of 1. Anyway, Gears of War 2, the campaign, 5 years after the first game, basically the Locusts are still at large because the bomb didn't go off. Things are getting worse, cities are being sucked up by some secret thing, which turns out to be, I'm not going to tell you actually, it's a bit of a spoiler. It's not really that big a surprise when it actually happens though. But it's like, oh okay, that's pretty cool. There is a cool part where you get to go inside this giant fish-like snake thing. And you have to like chainsaw the insides of it and get out. That's pretty fucking fun. It's pretty much the whole, it's very bloody. So if you're squeamish about blood, I would recommend you don't play that level. But it is very fun. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. What else? The campaign in general is okay. There are a few more better set pieces. The boss battles are much funner, but the last boss battle is one of the easiest I've ever had. It's like you use the hammer of dawn, which is like beam that comes from the sky, and basically you do that to this giant monster twice and you win. I know it's on casual, but I'm sure it'll only be like 1 or 2 more on hardcore or insane. I'm thinking, you know, so the final boss battle wasn't very good, but the other boss battles were very good. I did like them. So yeah, overall, the campaign, it's a slight better. I would say it's an 8 because it's slightly better than the first one. I enjoyed it more than the first one, but it's not a huge step up. Whereas 3 looks to be like the best one in the trilogy. Like Halo 3, I mean, Halo 3 was the best in the trilogy. From what fans are saying. I've not played the second one, Played part of the first one and I finished the third one. The third one for me was, so far, compared to what I've played so far of 1, yeah, I can understand why people like 3. 3 was a 3 is usually a definitive thing that changes people. I know it's Killzone 3, biggest selling out of all of them. Uncharted 3 will probably sell very well because 1's got a bit of very good recognition. 2 was considered to be one of the best games ever made. So, you know, people are going to be set for 3. Mass Effect 3, I don't really give a shit about anyway. Gears of War 3, I'm actually maybe slightly excited for, but it's not on my... It might be on my Christmas list. That's all I'm going to say. I'm depending on what's in the limited edition, I might get it. I'm not really a limited edition person. I'm going to get the limited edition of Rage though. So anyway, back to the review. Sorry, I always go like this. Back to the review. The Gears of War 2 campaign gets an 8 for me because it's very, very fun, and it's Dom is trying to find his wife Maria, and that's it's a bit, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I think you can tell if he hasn't seen his wife in 5 years, you can kind of tell she'd probably be dead. And oh, I'm going to spoil it, fuck it. So if you don't want to see it, skip about 30 seconds. So we find Maria in this pod thing, and it's like, oh, all happy and stuff, and you see her as she like was in his dream and stuff. Like, oh, okay. And then it like changes, and she's like all mouldy, and she's basically had the life sucked out of her, and she's like a zombie pretty much, and she's not going to get bite anyone or anything. And then Dom's like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then Marcus is like, look, I'll leave you. So he basically gets the shotgun, blasts her, and then basically after that, Dom just goes on a fucking rampage. He just like, Marcus is like, right, we can go around the quiet way or we can go the full way in and blast every one of them. I wouldn't blame you if you went the full way though. And he's like, fuck it, let's go and get them. And basically, you just see him chainsawing the fuck out of the Locust after that. So spoiler over, guys, if you just skip that. You know, so he's really... it wasn't a big shock. I was like, whoa, I was a bit, what the hell? But that was about it for what happened in the shock. And then, yeah, that's it. So the 8th of the campaign. The multiplayer is a little bit better. It has a new mode called Horde, and basically that's wave by wave, taking on the Locust. It's fun, and it goes up to 50 waves, but literally after about half an hour, you're pretty much like, oh, fuck it, I don't want to do this no more. Because basically the only difficulty that increases is the fact that the bigger Locusts are coming out, like the boomers and the ones that like go like that with grenades and stuff. Those ones get me all the time. Those really fuck me off. But also the real increase of difficulty is the fact that the Locusts take more bullets to go down. That is pretty much the only the only major difficulty increase is the fact that they have to have double the amount of bullets. So say you put 2 shotgun shells into a Locust to knock him down, take 4. That's pretty much the only difference. And you can get ammo everywhere. I mean, you can pick it up from the Locust. The Locust uses shotguns and sniper rifles and their own machine guns. You can just pretty much pick up the shit. So it's not really a big deal. The Horde mode's alright. It's fun if you get a group of friends. But if you're playing on your own or with people you don't know, it's not as fun. The multiplayer, there's a few new modes, such as, I think Submission was a new one? Don't quote me on that. Submission, because basically it's like capture the flag, but there's like a random civilian in the middle of the map, and basically you've got to grab him like that, like a meat shield and with a pistol, and you drag him to your area. That's quite cool. It's quite a unique way of doing capture the flag. But I don't know if you can respawn or not. I think you can. New one that I really liked in this was Guardian. Basically you are a group of 5. Yeah, I just know the multiplayer in Gears 1 was 2 to 8 players. This is 2 to 10. So the maps are slightly bigger and it's a lot slower, the multiplayer in this. So if you want a fast-paced multiplayer, go with Gears 1. If you want a slower-paced multiplayer, go with Gears 2. I go with Gears 2 because I'm crap at Gears as it is, and I want it to be as slow and easy as possible. So, and it's not as overpowered as Shotgun, slightly. But Guardian is like a 5-on-5 game with the Locust or the COG. And basically you are all in a team, and you choose your character. Now, but each team has random selected leaders. So one member of the team randomly selected as a leader. So the leader of the Locust, I can't remember his name. I think it was, it began with S if I'm correct. Scarox or some shit. Let me have a look. Maybe it's in here in the character selection. Characters. Oh, hold on, if I go to the game type, 28. Sorry about this, I should have bloody done this, shouldn't I? Guardian. Doesn't say. Fuck it, doesn't matter. But, pretty much, you play as the leader, apart from the Queen of the Locust, and and then the COG player is Colonel Hoffman if you're the leader. But I play as Hoffman anyway, whether I'm the leader or not. So it always says that so and so is the leader, or you are the leader, or something as the round begins. So that's pretty cool. But that happens, and pretty much you can constantly respawn, but as soon as the team leader is dead, respawns are off. So it's like Warzone, but you can have infinite respawns for a certain amount of time until the leader dies. So the leader, if I get picked as the leader, pretty much the team loses because I'm absolutely shit, and I usually get my head blown off within the first 30 seconds. So pretty much if I'm the leader for the team, I want to just say I apologise already because I'm absolutely we're gonna fucking lose unless you're really good and you can stay alive. I don't choose to be the leader, it's randomly selected like I said. And basically you win when the whole team's been obliterated, destroyed. The person to get is the leader, because that way you stop the enemy from constantly respawning. So the leader is the most vulnerable, so you've got to protect the leader and also kill people trying to stop the leader and the leader. So it's very fun team-based. Another mode, there's no new modes, all the other modes about like Warzone, King of the Hill, Annex and stuff are back. So basically it's just slightly more improved and leveling up and stuff like that on the multiplayer part. Extras, like I said, I got the flashback map pack, that's pretty much okay. The multiplayer I'm going to give an 8 as well, because Gears, I'm going to give the, I'm going to give the campaign, no, the campaign is an 8, multiplayer is an 8, and the overall score for this is 8. So, they're my final thoughts on Gears. Gears 1 gets 7.5, Gears 2 gets 8, because I think Gears 2 is better than Gears 1. The multiplayer is much better for novices. There's the training mode and stuff, so you can get used to all the modes, you know what the rules are, you don't have to look in the manual. And also, just generally, it's slower and easy to get into for me. So I prefer Gears 2, but I would play Gears 1 if someone invited me on my friends list. I noticed people play Gears on my friends list a few times, like, I'm not going to give his name away, but me and him played it. Oh yeah, that's a new mode, Wingman, sorry. You're in teams of 2, like multi-team, and basically, once you're dead, you can't respawn. So you're just in teams of 2, so you're the same characters, so you'd be Hoffman and Hoffman, Cole and Cole, Marcus and Marcus, Dom and Dom, stuff like that. Dumb and Dumber. Dom and Dom. Dom and Dommer. So it's like that. Basically, yeah, it's an alright mode, but I wouldn't choose to play it. I played on the same team as one of my friends. He did much better than me. He's a much better Gears player than me. Pretty much anyone is. But yeah, Gears of War 2, 8 out of 10 overall. And the Gears of War 1, 7.5. I would recommend, if you were going to get into the story side of things, start with Gears 1. If you didn't give a shit about the story though and you just want to play multiplayer, I would recommend 2. But the campaign is very good for 2 as well. That's why I give it 0.5 more than the first game. So that's me pretty much done. Gears of War 1 and 2 review. Razy Fan out. See you later.
Dreams stripped down beyond firelight.